Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to a new live stream. Hello. So, a new week, a new Monday. I wish you all a nice week and a nice start as well. Welcome to the live stream. So, we're gonna see what's going on in the stocks and the US stocks and NASDAQ and SPX gold as well. As usual, our main list Tesla, Nvidia, and Palantir, and of course, some special requests. And let me welcome all of you, incredible Jackman. Hello. Send an email. Yes, I just saw it. Sorry, buddy, it was in the spam, and I just sent you the invitation. Welcome to our Discord. Sorry, it took so much time to join us. And welcome, buddy. Nice to see you there. Camel Blue, hello. Please, Bloomberg commodity index. All right, we're gonna see Bloomberg, and here we go. Paul, how you doing, buddy? Wishing everyone a great start into the week. Wish you the same, buddy. Thank you very much. And the special request is a BITF, right? BITF, right? You see it. NGC Charlie, hello man, nice to see you. Welcome to the live stream. DXY for NGC. Here we go. And we're gonna see. Yeah, I wanted to do with DXY yesterday as a video, and of course I I didn't have not enough time, but here we go. We're gonna do it today. That would be a perfect opportunity. All right, guys, so let's start with NASDAQ and see what do we have for today. So basically, I mentioned in the latest video, also in the latest stream, right, on Saturday, as a refresh, because it has been a long time we didn't refresh our mind regarding the market here. So we mentioned that we're looking still for higher. Very simple, that we are looking here still for a correction, right? Nothing is impulsive, knowing that it looks like 5 waves, but this 5 waves, the fifth one is very long. And of course, if it is long, that means of course it can be double 1, 2, wave 3, but of course invalidation was given directly after it. And that means nothing is impulsive downward. The market direction is still upward. This is a correction. We move in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to the next blue box as expected, guys. And we're still, of course, looking for higher for NASDAQ, and I'm still looking for the 25K, definitely. Definitely the 25K has to be taken sooner or later, even potentially higher, because we have still a several for 5. Don't forget you have 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5 still to be unfolding to finally finish, of course, this impulse as a wave 1. Yeah. Then we start to think again about a wave 2. It's too early to think about it, right? We're still not yet done with this impulse here. We're still in a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 has to be finished, okay? It still has to be finished. Obviously, on the daily as well, it is very clear for us. Yeah, very clear that it is a wave 5 unfolding there. Nothing suspicious. Nothing that it might say, okay, the things can be here, of course, extended wave 3 after we saw, of course, higher prices, because we saw here an impulse. So on the daily, as update here, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 has to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Very simple. Yep, so basically this is what I'm looking for. It can be higher extended, yes, can be, of course, but until that time, we're gonna see what's gonna happen, okay, guys? Because you know, I always give the safest first. We reach the target. When we reach the target, if we broke it, then okay, we call extension, we call, of course, something else still unfolding, and so on. Yeah. But currently, let's reach the target and we take it from there. When we are there, we see the reaction of the market, we see how the things are going to develop, and then of course we put our analysis based on it. Great, so that's it regarding the NASDAQ. I mean, simply looking for higher, guys. Yeah, simply looking for higher. You are in a 1, 2 here, another 1, 2 ABC here as an expanding flat. Wave 3 is unfolding. Nothing to be worried about, I would say, so far, because of course this has turned into corrective. Yeah. If this was a perfect impulse, I would say, yeah, okay, be careful, guys. This is something impulsive, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But basically, I'm still looking for higher. This is corrective, and the blue box are still there. Okay, so let's move for the US 500. Obviously, it is the same situation, same scenario. We have double 1-2s here. And we have, of course, a wave 3 unfolding. Wave 4 perfectly in the blue box as expected even before my trip. And also we reverse and we move toward the upside. I'm still looking for higher. Very simple 15-minute chart. You can see that we are in a perfect impulse, or I would say diagonal, right? You have a diagonal here, leading diagonal 1, 2. You have another 1, A, B, and O. Okay, you have triple 1-2s even. 1, 2, 1, 2, because this is even a perfect impulse. So we have triple 1-2s in SPX. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the wave 3 is unfolding. So expect a very, of course, bullish scenario that it might unfold there in triple 1-2s, guys. So yeah, the things are looking great. I would say for the US stock, I'm looking, of course, for higher prices still. The blue box for the SPX is $6,800 has to be hit. Okay, this has to be taken. And from there, we take it, of course, again, we take it from there. We're going to see what's going to happen and what's going to be the reaction if, of course, we see something higher and we start to see something unfolding like for even much more higher. Well, we're going to start to call several 1-2s from the low, meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, but okay, let's take it easy, right? So let's take it easy. We're gonna take it step by step. We're gonna see the reaction, and we'll see, of course, how we're gonna develop this as analysis later on. Target 6,800 for SPX. All right, let's move for the gold, which is, of course, yesterday I upload on Discord. So a quick reminder for the gold yesterday, higher price are still expected sooner or later. The market opening yeah, on Monday will determine if we are still corrective or impulsive. If the price stays in the triangle range that we have here, the triangle range, yeah, because we were looking for lower. And if the opening will just break it toward the upside, definitely we are, of course, in a wave 5 to unfold the wave 5, right? So this is exactly what happened, right? So we broke the triangle. Here we go. We have the triangle. We have a broken one, of course, and then we continue simply towards the upside for wave 5. We can call here a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Okay, so this is not yet done, of course, guys. I'm still looking for even much more higher. Let's have some precisions here for the target. So if we have here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we can get the wave 5, therefore. Here we go. The next target, minimum target, is this one. Okay, so as a precision, we're looking at 3,850. Okay, minimum target. And that is not done because you still have 1, 2. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next is going to be wave 4. And after it, a wave 5 again for this 1, 2. Meaning even, of course, higher. And even the 4K, of course, is on the way, guys. Don't forget that you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, to finish a wave 3 here. Okay, to finish a wave 3, meaning all these waves 5s are going to finish a major wave 3. Wave C is out of the scenario, guys. Is out of the scenario. Actually, I don't see an ABC anymore. It's very high. For an A, B, and a C, this is a very extended wave C. Okay, so I believe this, I'm gonna remove it. I'm still looking for this wave 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5. Now, you would tell me, what if this your wave 4 here? Well, definitely not. Okay, definitely not. If this is a wave 4, because of course this is an impulse here, wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, the only correction is over there. Very shallow, yeah, very, very shallow regarding this wave too. Look at the time, look at the pattern. It's impossible. And based on the count, this is a wave 3 related to, of course, an impulse internally here. And that means, of course, we are still looking for higher for the gold. After, of course, getting the 3,800 or 900, you might get a wave 4 and then wave 5, which it can reach definitely a 4K here. Yes, so basically, if you remember, I mentioned that, okay, we might be in a very bullish, very corrective channel, remember, because of the triangle. And I mentioned that this might turn into a W, X, and a Y, or in a wave C, potentially because we got a triangle without hitting the perfect fib levels. What is it? Here we go. So if we are in a wave 4, of course it can be a triangle wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the problem with it is that we didn't reach the perfect target for wave 4. Let me go to the daily to see it clearer. Here we go. So we are in a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 3, wave 4. Now this wave 4 should of course reflect this wave 2. Now even with the timing, we didn't reach it like 1-to-1 as time. And also with the fib level, we didn't reach it. So very, very crazy, I would say. This happens only when the trend is very, very strong toward the upside, guys. And as you can see, 0.23 taken from the wave 2 to the wave 3, 0.23, the perfect and common and the only target that you might have in a wave 4 was not reached. So crazy a little bit. Yeah? No timing reached as 1-to-1 fib time, and even no fib level reach, and we move simply impulsively toward the upside. This is a very strong signal that the gold is very, very, very parabolic in a very strong trend toward the upside. And this guideline, this is a guideline, by the way, normally, but very rare guideline. Very rare to see that the wave 4 doesn't reach the fib level. But this is a signal as a guideline that this is a very, very parabolic wave that it might unfold here for the gold. All right. So here we go. That is the signal for very bullish, of course, for the gold. I'm still looking for this area, the 4K, 400. Yep. That's it for the gold. Yep, so these are the analysis for the gold. I think we forgot as well to put the timing here. Let's put at least close for it. And the gold, I think we started at, yeah, I think this was 116, and the gold we started at 19. Here we go. Yeah, so this is regarding the gold. I would say the gold is looking for a lot of bullish here. At 23, we're gonna start with Tesla. Here we go. Let's see the chat first. Paul, do you expect the bigger correction still this year, or maybe start of 2026? Can you please identify which? What do you mean, NASDAQ, SPX, or gold? Thank you. Regarding the US indexes, okay, you just mentioned it lower. So the big correction, timing, I never expected yet, or to see when, but let's see. I mean, if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, we are on the daily. So your question is about the year. Yeah, definitely, of course. Yeah. We might start correction before the 2026, of course. I mean, of course, if we just finish over there, yeah. Unless it extends, nobody knows. We're gonna, as I mentioned, we're gonna, of course, see the reaction of the market. If we start to see some impulses, continuation, therefore, these are extensions, yeah. Therefore, okay, so don't take it 100% what I say right now, because of course the market reaction, it depends, guys, and you can never expect the market 100% in a long term. Okay, guys, in a long term is sometimes you hear that long term is much more safer, less riskier. It can be because you just expect like, okay, I'm gonna have an impulse for the next few months, yeah. So you take it and you don't look at it anymore until you reach some targets, right? But sometimes, of course, to expect when you become very close to finish it, it's very hard to expect what's gonna happen because the extensions can happen. It depends on the market, guys. Psychology. Yeah? Nothing can be 100 sure expected before, of course, the real timing of the market. Yeah. So why gold impulse starts as three waves? Very recent 1 2 1 2 1 2. Why gold impulse start? But the gold impulse. I ask you please to mention the time frame because if you mean the daily, I know what you mean probably because let's go to the all-time history. Sorry, if you mean all-time history, if you mean that this is 1 2 1 2, it is not. Okay, it is not. Um, yeah, it can be, but basically, I mention always in the all-time history that don't forget on the all-time history you have a 1 2 over there. I don't know if you see it. I'm gonna zoom in, guys. I don't know if you see this. Okay, but this is the gold during the World War II or after it. Okay, so after the World War II, the gold start to move in a 1 2, and then we see a potential 3 4 5. Therefore, you are looking here at a potential 1 2 3 4 5 as an impulse, yeah, and that's why you have to consider this as a 1 2 3 4 and a 5. But I'm not sure if you mean the all-time history here. Maybe you mean something else. Yep. All right, Manoj, that was yeah for you. Michael, hello. How are you doing? I'm doing well, and thank you. I hope you do the same. Can you please check Euro USD? Well, yesterday I mentioned I did a video for the Euro USD, and of course you can go back for it in the videos for the forex. But I'm gonna tell you, of course, already a my opinion is still looking for lower for correction. Where is the Euro USD? Here we go. I'm still looking for lower for the Euro USD, okay? Because I know you see a rebound right now, but I don't see yet a clear impulse here, okay? It's just three waves. You don't have any kind of 1 2, and if you are in another 1 2 here, this, if you want to consider it as a motive wave, the only way to consider it is diagonal probably, but of course wave 5 is longer than wave 3 invalidation, meaning WXNY here as expected in the 1.23 here as a fib level for an expanding flat, right? So three waves down, three waves up, 1 2 3 4 5 toward the downside, and I'm still expecting the blue box here to be hit. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's continue with the Tesla. All right. Before NGC Charlie, what is the invalidation for the bull in gold? When we might expect the big pullback? As I mentioned, be careful because the signal, the guideline that I mentioned with the wave 4, not reaching the perfect fib level, not reaching the fib time, is a guideline for a parabolic move here. Okay, without reaching this area and the timing and moving in triangle, this is a very parabolic move. And 1 2 3 4 and a 5 still unfolding, so it's too early to ask for this. I would say 4K. Watch the 4K, of course. Yeah, the 4K is very essential. The issue is many channels numbering the wave 4. In different places, some expect the pullback will happen, then the wave 5 towards 4K and more. Again, extensions is the same can happen depending on the psychology of the market at the time of the 4K. Meaning, I cannot, and no one can expect. No one. Don't believe anyone who tells you he knows what's gonna happen after the 4K. Okay, 4K is okay, very clear. But what's gonna happen after the 4K? Not me, not anyone else. No channel on YouTube, no superpower magician can know what's gonna happen after the 4K. Okay, buddy. It can be an extension. It can be a pullback. Both possibilities are there. All right, guys, let's move for Tesla. Tesla, okay, let's adjust here. For Tesla, we start Tesla at 29. Okay, all right. So for Tesla, where are you, Tesla? Okay, let's write it, Tesla. Sorry, my list is very large. Sometimes it's hard to find all of them easily. All right. So for Tesla, we are looking here at our diagonal, still looking. I'm gonna go a little bit back in the daily here for Tesla. So for Tesla, we are looking at a potential, let's go all-time history, for a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, A or a wave 1 finished, right? Followed by a correction, wave B or a wave 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave C or a wave 3, meaning you are in an A, B, and a C, or in a 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5, right? However, the fib level, 1-to-1 fib level, only hit, and even this is a correction ABC expanding flat, meaning this is very likely 90% it is an ABC, followed by a correction expanding flat, which is your wave B, followed by a zigzag. 1, 2, another zigzag wave 3, 4, another zigzag wave 5. Currently, if we take a look from out of the box, we are looking at an A, B, and a C. We're still looking for this wave C to hit the blue box as expected, I think weeks ago, right? Still weeks ago. The 1-to-1 fib level, 516. Obviously, this wave C is in triple 1-2s, meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wave 3 still unfolding, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. So expect, yes, to move a little bit higher, and expect even to reach this trend line. Yeah, taken from the high as diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very clear price action for Tesla, okay? Nothing to be worried so much. And here we go. I mean, currently the count is internally 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, as mentioned, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3 here in the blue count. And you got your wave 4, you continue toward the upside. So the count even is working perfectly, guys. Okay, nothing yet to be worried about. Now the wave 5, for this wave 5, I'm looking for the 475. If you want to be safe, of course, just mark this target, because you might pull back and then move up again. Okay, just yeah, no financial advice, of course. All right, so that it regarding Tesla. I'm very clear, price action, no problems in it, no complexity. So Nvidia. For Nvidia, yes, we're still looking for this wave 5. We're still looking for this blue box. Nothing also very, very complex, I would say. The complexity started here, but already tackled, right? We already mentioned that this is obvious ABC here, or leading ending diagonal for a wave 5 and a wave 3. We saw a weakness. I mentioned, okay, be careful. Nvidia is moving for a wave 4. We got it. We got the 0.23 perfectly. We got the blue box, and we start to move impulsively toward the upside again. Now, you can call this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you can do as a 1, 2, but I see it much clearer as an ABC, honestly. And I see another ending diagonal actually here, and that because, of course, of the A, B, and a C a zigzag again. Meaning, you have to expect here simply this. Ending diagonal opening toward the upside. Currently, you are in a wave 5. Be careful, we might not perfectly reach the blue box, because, of course, simply by taking the highs here from there, by simply taking the highs, you can simply move down. Okay, meaning watch these targets as well in confluence or in precision a little bit here in wave 5 as diagonal. Be careful with it. It might be truncated again. Yeah, weakness again. It might be truncated, yeah, meaning failing to take the high or a little bit few cents or few dollars and then dropping down. Because normally this is a perfection for wave 5. 185 would be much more preferable to be taken as healthiness for this wave 5, meaning failing to take the blue box, the biggest one, and then dropping down. Okay, because you finish wave 5 there. And finishing wave 5 meaning you are finishing a big impulse. Okay, you start to move for lower in a wave 1, 2. All right, this is your wave 1, 2. I'm gonna put this in brackets, by the way. Here we go. Okay, the big wave 1, 2 might start to unfold. I'm gonna remove the wave 4 since already taken. Okay. Yep. So these are the possibilities here for Nvidia. Okay. Next is Palantir at 36 minutes. All right. So Palantir. Okay, so for Palantir, we're looking already for a potential finished wave 1 here. Now we see, of course, a rebound. Obviously, we see a rebound. Let me invalidation of bearish also taken, but I want to check if we finish this impulse first. Well, yes, it is corrective. Okay, so guys, I think here we are still looking for higher for Palantir somehow. It can be careful, it can be 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and then moving down again. Yeah, so the target, anyway, the timing for wave 2 is still very far. And that means, of course, you would like to see kind of like ABC. Yeah, so that is very understandable if we see here kind of like higher prices. In the beginning here, even I don't see really clear a bullish scenario, which of course raising the doubt about being very, very bullish. I see honestly 3 ways up. And this might be, of course, your W, X, and Y, or even A, B, and a C here. So be careful with it, of course. Nothing is really totally bullish, I would say. I think that this is a formation of an ABC here. It can be expanding flat, yes. It can be expanding flat, meaning targets for a wave B might be, of course, having new highs. Wave B expanding flat. Here we go. Okay. You might reach those new highs in this blue box, of course, until this blue box. If 211 is broken, therefore, okay, something else is unfolding. All right. Then I have to call this A, B, and a C. Why B? Because, of course, you didn't reach the minimum target 0.38. But very likely that it is an ABC, guys. So on the 1 hour chart, even if I take a look here, yeah, everything is corrective. Even 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, yes, finished. Correction, you continue for higher. So one more leg. That's why, yes, I'm expecting a wave B expanding flat, guys. A, B, and a C. All right. Still to be unfolding for higher prices, getting around the 211. If broken, meaning confirmation for higher. So if you break, let's say, this area, this is confirmation for higher prices, which is 112, 212, sorry. All right, so this is if Palantir reach 212 and above it, by breaking it, okay, we are very bullish, probably. Okay. That's it regarding Palantir. Let's see Electronic Arts at 38 minute 30. So electronic EA. Here we go. So for Electronic Arts, on the 2 weeks chart or all-time history here, we are looking at an ABC clear 3 ways up, of course, for a wave W or a wave A, followed by an ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. X or wave B finished, and followed by an impulse wave A, wave B, wave C. So can be, of course, even a 1, 2, but very hard. Yeah, I think, let me just check again. Wave 2. Yes, you didn't reach the 0.38, and that means, of course, it is very likely that this is a wave B, guys. Meaning WX and a Y. W, zigzag. X in a zigzag. Wave Y, another zigzag. Triple zigzags. Target for zigzag is of course 1-to-1 fib level, A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y. And if you are in an ABC, well, of course, this wave C might reach the 1-to-1 fib level, 1,999. But currently, if you are in a big zigzag up, you are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Therefore, still looking for higher definitely, and you're looking potentially for the $1,000 here, $1,045. Very interesting. If we go even on the linear, yeah, if you want to take it linear and to be safe first, of course, you can watch the $217. Okay. And that means, of course, it might be kind of like A, B, and a C. But this wave C is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 somehow like this. But I'm expecting even later on the linear to move for higher, which it might transform, of course, to the logarithmic again. Yeah. Same as here. Okay, so I'm expecting the same pattern at least to repeat here, right? As here we go. Okay, 1-to-1 fib level. Here we go. Great. So that it regarding electronic art. The crude oil, 41 minutes. So for the crude oil, we are looking already for a potential higher prices here after an A, B potentially finish the wave B as, of course, 3 ways down, and of course a wave B given kind of like a complex structure, I would say even. It can be, of course, diagonal finished here, the wave B, wave 2, and we start to seek here for kind of like leading diagonal maybe. And then because of course, the zigzag that we saw exactly here, right? So we saw an ABC, we see an A, B, and a C, obvious wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by a potential correction or a potential diagonal. Now, if this is a diagonal and this is corrective here, we gotta be careful because the correction might extend here. So of course the bullish is that you want to seek for a leading diagonal. The only way to have a leading diagonal here because it is a zigzag 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But if we see continuation for lower here, and I'm gonna give a key level to market, and that means of course by taking the low, this low, because this is your 1, 2 in case. So confirmation for lower. Okay, so if you take this low, 61.91, that means you might be here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2, and you move down. Let me check the fib levels. Well, yeah, not nice. The 0.38 not taken yet. And yeah, preferably to take it, but if not, that you have to consider this ABC, zigzag, simply like that. Okay, so you gotta be careful with it. So for the bearish, I'm gonna lay down the A, the B, the C. Okay, always we have bullish and bearish, and we have our key level to get some answers. So by taking the key level, confirmation for lower, you're unfolding an ABC. Target might be the 1-to-1 fib level. Zigzag. Here we go. Well, yeah, can be 52. That is very low. Well, it was a 55 in April. Okay, 2025. It was in this price. So yeah, can be likely then. Okay. Also watch the uncommon target, $57 as well. All right. So NGC, welcome. Oh no, oil will rise. Is there a war coming? Well, a lot of tension anyway in the world right now. It's not just about the oil. I mean, look at the gold. The gold is more dangerous than the oil. And of course, as I mentioned, there is 2 scenarios here for the oil. Yeah, so not very clear that you're looking for higher still. Yeah, it still can go for lower. Yeah, to this area. So key level 61. If we continue for higher, we have to watch the 0.38 because the 0.38 might be a reverse again. 67.79. Okay. So not yet clear for higher. All right, guys, not yet clear, of course. And there is no impulse here to say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the direction of the market is sure for higher. Yeah, so no. Could be, but which war is it? US to Venezuela. I hope that we get only peace, guys. Yes. So Bryden, hi KG, hello. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you here. Yes. So that it's regarding WTI. Let's see NBIS at 45 a minute. All right. So for Nebius Group, all right. So this is something we saw before. Let's check the all-time history, preferably. Okay, not really nice chart yet. I mean, not clear data that we have in the history. But you might be here in 3 ways down, 3 ways up. You finish a wave C probably, and then you start a new psychology market here in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, currently, our blue box, obviously, it has been reached, right? Obviously, or I don't know if we did this before it, but obviously, we are in an ABC here, 1.618. And yeah, to be watched is if you are in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and a 5. So yes, this is finished. Currently, you might be in a wave 4. You can be here in a wave 4, meaning wave 4 as an impulse. You might reach this area, okay, as a wave 4. And regarding the timing here, if you take the time taken from there as a wave 4/2, you might be, of course, hitting this area exactly between 6 November and January 21. But very likely in the middle, yeah, like December, yeah, in December. So basically, if this is going to move down in a wave 4, don't forget it has to be sideways. You have a very deep and a sharp wave 2 alternation. You might get a very sideways, and then of course moving for a wave 5 after it. Okay, so I don't see yet, of course, something suspicious that it might be very bearish. I still see here also a finished impulse 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might still even get higher. Yeah. So the 1.618 is still optional. Yeah. Still very optional. Still very potential to be hit. Yeah. So probably not finished yet because you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 wave 3, 4, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. Okay. So the things are still looking good. Yeah. Even for the target as we have. But blue box already there. All right, that is NBIS. Let's see PayPal. All right, for PayPal, we are at 48 minute PayPal. All right, so for PayPal, let's go all-time history. Oh, okay. Yeah, so PayPal is struggling a little bit in this wave too, but still trying to find some recover, but it's a problematic a little bit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a potential wave A or a wave 1. Okay, so it can be definitely a wave 1, also wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The problem here with the wave 2 is that it is very, very impulsive, and you got like kind of like a 1 2 here, 1 2, and then you have a wave 3, 4, and a 5. After this wave 1 2 3 4 5, so let's mark it by the way. So 1 2 3 4 and a 5. And after this we're looking here at 3 waves, and that's why of course I marked this, because it's an ABC which is not nice for bullish yet, unless the things are moving of course in a leading diagonal in zigzags, right? So if we are bullish here, you would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 first, then having wave 2, and then moving 3, 4, 5 towards the upside, okay? But currently, paper is struggling still. Nothing clear for bullish. Even this can means a 1, 2, and especially that the direction of the market has transformed to downward as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, which is not nice. Okay, we gotta be careful with it. So if we are in an A, B, and a C, can be even deeper, or if it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, can be very deeper. Right. Yeah, so key levels, I think we need key levels here to identify. If we move for higher here, confirmation for higher, and that means you are looking here for another zigzag one-to-one fib level. I would say if you are in a wave 3 here for diagonal, you're looking for the following target, wave 3 as diagonal, 96 and $90, all right, for the chair for PayPal. And if we are in bearish, what might be the signal? Well, simply taking the low. If we take the low, that is not really good signal, guys. Okay, so be careful. Confirmation for lower, meaning this might transform into an impulse, yeah, and very clear that it can be 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 toward the downside. Okay, A, B, and a C. So we gotta be careful. Okay, that it regarding PayPal. And let me organize daily. Okay. Yep. So this is regarding PayPal. Let's watch the key levels, guys. All right. The next one is Bloomberg at 51 minute. So Bloomberg. Commodities, I remember you said. Let me check Bloomberg again. Where was it? Bloomberg Commodity Index. There are many here. Commodity Index, this one you mean, I think, yes. All right, let's see this one. Okay. Not really good. Let me check. 4, 5. Okay, it can be an impulse. All right. Two possibilities, whether you are in a new psychology here and starting a several 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then having wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and you're still looking for a potential 1, 2 here, probably finished impulse. This is what I mean with it. So whether you are in a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or you are in an A, B, and a C, right? So this is your scenario for the blue, and the 1, 2 here is your scenario for the yellow. Unless we are bearish, and that means you are in an A, B, and a C, which is a magenta. All right, those are the scenarios so far. Now, if we analyze this pattern after this move upward, we can call here, be careful, we can call kind of an impulse. Yeah, no invalidation given 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No invalidation, and currently you're still kind of like corrective after it. If this is a 3 waves up, you got a wave B as an expanding flat, and you're moving here potentially a little bit as impulsive or as an ending diagonal because you might be in a wave C here, A, B, and a C expanding flat. And that means, of course, a 1, 2 can be possible, or A, B, C. Therefore, to be watched as a key level is, of course, the wave 2 as an impulse, minimum target 0.38. Yes, already hit, and we saw, of course, kind of rejection, which is a potential. Yeah, you might be in a weakness here and then dropping down. Okay, so be careful. This is your key level. Unless the things are broken. Okay, so if we see very higher prices, and that means that you are potentially in 1, 2 here, kind of like internally you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as leading diagonal, and you have kind of like a 1, 2, and then you're looking for higher. Essential thing or essential key level to be watched is the 1-to-1 fib level taken from there. Here we go. $112. If broken decisively, and that means if the price breaks this area decisively and very clearly, you are in bullish scenario. And that means you are playing here as A, B, C, or is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if this happens, the targets might be watched for the 1-to-1 fib level. Okay, as a wave C minimum. Now wave 3 of course can be higher, but of course we take it step by step. All right, this is the safest, meaning A, B, and a C, right? Yeah. All right, so that was it for Bloomberg. Let's see BITF. Okay, at 55. BITF, all right. Bitfarms. Well, yeah, this is a Bitfarms. We saw it before for Bitcoin. Yeah, we were mentioning a wave E, but invalidation of triangle not given yet. Okay, now we see a rejection even. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Now it looks impulsive, honestly. It looks impulsive. So if it's gonna continue impulsively, that means of course the diagonal is forming here. So invalidation of triangle has to be, of course, watch again. Now we're still in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So probably the invalidation gonna be taken, but if not, it might, of course, drop down still, of course, in this triangle. Okay, so you're still in the triangle until invalidation for $0.14. All right, for the DXY at 56 minutes. DXY. You're very welcome, Bryden. Very welcome, buddy. So DXY, we have a 1, a 2. Potentially, let me check just the all-time history. Okay, yes. So for the DXY, we are at potential W, X, and a Y, finished here as a zigzag, and we start to see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably, of course, as a leading diagonal can be possible. Or it can be, of course, kind of like several 1, 2s here. Yeah, it can be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, because all of them are impulsive. Yeah. And currently, if we are in a wave 2 here, we gotta be careful because, of course, we're very close. I'm still looking anyway. I'm still looking for this 1-to-1 fib level. And of course, on the daily, if we move inside it, we can see clearly that we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is unfolding here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 somehow. Okay. I'm still looking for at least minimum target, the 0.38 here, this one, $95.86. So everything, yes, still as expected. And I believe that this area can be hit before we start the move towards the upside. All right, guys. So that was it for today, for the live stream, for the market. I wish you, of course, a rest of a very nice rest of the day, and of course, trade safe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.